Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a video featuring Polygel. I have never done Polygel before, and when this company contacted me asking if I wanted to try it, I was like, absolutely, because literally I have never done it before, and I'm excited to try it because I know a lot of do-it-yourselfers do Polygel, and I'm really interested to see because I know like people really like Polygel. Am I an idiot? Maybe I should have just... Here we go. Nailed it. It is color changing. Interesting. So they give you forms. There's other forms like this that are like square. I have never had luck with these because of the way like my fingers are. They just don't work for me, but I know these work for a lot of people. So if these types of forms work for you, that's awesome. They show you how, oh, there was hidden stuff. File the nails. Essentially, you're gonna prep the nails. I do have a prep video, but I feel like I need to redo it because it's been quite a minute since I've done it. Put it in the form. I have never used duo forms before, and I don't know if I can, just because I have terrible luck with things like this. So they give you duo forms. I think my main problem with duo forms is the fact that it's gonna curve down a lot, and I don't wear my nails like long enough. But I think a lot of people have a ton of success with these. I'm just not one of them. They give you a brush. Okay, so this is the paddle that you would actually take off your Polygel out of the tube with, and then this is the end. This looks a lot like one I have. I mean, these are essentially identical. This is one I got off Amazon, and it's an oval number 6. And this one is a little bit finer. Let me bring you in some. And so this one's a little bit bigger, obviously I have used it, but it's also a double-ended one. Give you a file. This is a 100, 180. Definitely want to score that bad boy. And then let's talk about the actual Polygel kit. So they give you a base coat and a top coat. So this is the base coat, this is the top coat. It's 8 milliliters. So I like that they're giving you an all-in-one kit here. Let's take all these out. So you guys know I wear a ton of pink stuff on my nails. So the fact that this is like an all pink kit, I'm absolutely okay with that. So clear, white, rose, pink, natural pink, and cover pink. So if you look at these three, they are supposed to be color changing via temperature, which I think is pretty cool. Definitely put those to the test. And then these are like your base colors that most people would be using. So I'm going to file down one of my nails, and we are going to test this bad boy because, again, I have never used Polygel before, and I want to see what the fuss is all about because people love this stuff. All right, let's start off with the base coat. So it's a pretty thin consistency. Has a little bit of an odor, but it's the first time you open it, so I'm not quite sure if that odor is going to stay or not, but it definitely has an odor. So this is super runny base, so less is gonna be more here. So I'm just wiping off my brush and coming back. Again, trying not to touch the skin. And I'm gonna cure that. I'm gonna take clear and try this clear because I have never used Polygel, so let's not mess it up now. Ooh, very stringy, okay. I am gonna build an extension. I know I probably should use their forms, but I wanna use forms that I am comfortable with. And I know these Mia Secret forms work really well for me. So I am going to use these. But you can absolutely use the ones that come in the kit. But see, these just work so well with my nails. Cause like, they just get right where I need them to get. Okay, so what I've seen is people take it out. Again, I don't know how much to use here, so we'll start with that. And they like roll it on. Interesting. This is so weird. This would absolutely... Now I see why so many beginners use this. The only thing I don't know is the fact that you're pushing with alcohol onto this base layer, which you want the polygel to adhere to it, but if you get alcohol on it, will it not let it do its thing? Also, I absolutely see myself getting a ledge here because I'm used to gel. I think if you're an acrylic deck, this would be in general probably a lot easier. This is so interesting, and it kind of like, it definitely doesn't self-level, but it kind of does. Like, it almost like when you push it over itself, it melts into itself. Oh, I don't know how much I was not in that video. I guess when I'm like really concentrating on trying to do something, it leaves me. So I'm gonna cure this. So I did feel a heat spike there, but it did take a second. Now I should be able to take this off. And I did recently do some coffin nails, which I can link at the top corner. And I'm gonna do this one pretty much the same way, meaning I'm going to build this extension and then I'm gonna come in with my apex, cause that ain't it, let me tell you. All right, so far I think I did pretty good. Again, I just kind of evened it out just a little bit here. And I only got one bubble in there because, you know, you're messing around with it, never used it before. So that is 100% me. So let's take some more. I don't need a terrible amount, but I do need more. We'll try that. Now I do like that you can squeeze out exactly how much you want. And I'm keeping a cloth next to me because I found in the middle of making the base, like doing the base, I needed to be able to wipe this brush because the gel or the polygel was getting stuck in the bristles, so I didn't want that to happen. Do we see that? Okay. So I am building up the apex a little bit and I'm just dragging this a little bit. Do we see how easily that moves? That is pretty impressive because it's not moving unless you tell it to move. So the fact that I am able to just drag and manipulate this, it's almost like what I would consider like a builder gel, but no, I would actually kind of consider this a builder gel feeling, like how you're working with builder gel. So again, just dragging it down. Need to wipe off my brush a little bit. I do know you need to wipe off your brush because you will end up just having the polygel in your brush, and then kind of like acrylic text. I do know, like I watch Sarah's Nail Secrets and they always just like take this, whoops, not do that. They don't ruin their nail that way. But I guess that's a good way to see how good or bad I'm doing. This has a 2-minute UV or 30 to 60 second in an LED. I believe I did 30 because my lamp is pretty good. I don't think I got any more pieces in there. I do notice it is yellowing a smidge. It's not really noticeable. I mean, I have stark white nails. I mean, these are old, but like it is just slightly, I mean, just slightly yellowing. So this is the nail I built out. Let's put some polish over it to see. Well, that's pretty good. So I'm going to take Ugly Ducklings 141. I'm gonna take some black alcohol ink. Taking the top coat, which is also runny. So if you're gonna use this top coat, make sure you either only do a couple nails or you wipe most of it off. So when you go do your top coat, it's not gonna be running everywhere. And there is a little bit of a smell to this still. So I don't know if that again will go away or if it is here to stay. And there is a little bit of separating where I did the ink, which not all top coats can handle stuff like that. So that's probably not a fault of the top coat, but I just want to point that out if you are using this with an ink. So I'm gonna double top coat that to fill in any parts that didn't top coat, which I feel like most people top coat, double top coat over inks or really foil a lot of different things. So yeah, I'm gonna put that back in. The ink smudging is my fault. So that is not because of the top coat, that is because it obviously was not 100% dry. So, but that bad boy, granted these are not as long, but that guy's there. I like it. I see why people use this stuff, because doing this for the first time, I was able to get a pretty rockin' nail. So I like it. Can we talk about how stinking cool that is? So it literally does exactly what it says it's going to do. That is so cool to me. I'm gonna probably, I'm gonna have to do a full set using this color because I love that. It looks like the picture on here now for like the light one, but I loved the first one. That's cool. Oh my God, where did it go? I mean, are these not so cool? But I have to say, this one It may be looking a little bit brighter in person. By brighter, I mean darker. Like, that might be more true to color. And that's so cool. All right, I'm pleasantly surprised, okay? But let me tell you, it is sticky like gel. I mean, it's polygel, so it is technically gel. So when you clean gel brushes, you don't want to use like acetone or alcohol, but literally you're using that with your brush, so you will end up having to probably replace your brushes faster than if you were to just keep gel in it. So to keep your brush moist, what I would do, grab yourself a little bit of clear, just slightly put some on there, right here, okay? And then I would actually put your brush in it. So we're working the polygel into it, and that's actually how you clean brushes as well. So for example, I wiped all this stuff off of that brush. So you can kind of see there's a couple different colors there. But to clean a brush like that, you put the clear through, kind of wiggle it through and pull it off. And then if there's any color, it would show up in there. There isn't really anything in this one. So again, just going to slightly wipe it through, and I'm just going to barely pull. So what I did is I made sure all the brushes were, like the bristles were together, but see how it's still shiny? So I left plenty on. So again, just swipe it through, just gently pull through to make the brush even, and then you can see again that glossy moment. All right, so I think this is a pretty good set. You can purchase it off Amazon, and it seems like these little tubes will get you pretty far. If you're not comfortable doing overlays, I actually recommend, if you're doing this the first time, is to literally just put this over your nail. So I did show you how I prep my nail. You do not need an e-file to prep. You can prep with this bad boy. Just make sure you are doing it very gently around your cuticle area, and essentially you're just trying to get that around there, and you want to be careful. So once you do that and you prep, then you would essentially remove the shine, and then you come in with your base and then your gel and then your top coat. You will need a lamp, a UV or LED. I recommend LED because UV takes forever. Again, 2 minutes in the UV, 30 seconds to a minute in the LED. So essentially you cut your time in half if you use an LED light. But for beginners, I think this is great. For me, never using polygel before, I think I did pretty good. And these color changing are pretty cool too. So I give this a thumbs up. Again, you will have a little bit of a smell with that, but I didn't notice any smell with these. So yeah, give it a shot. Let me know if you guys liked it. I do, it's pretty cool. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.